Hannah,
And we're live.
we are live. How are you, Hannah?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Hannah Bocut, Eric Jensen to talk to you. It's been a few weeks. I've been out of town and
Yeah.
just been busy selling real estate too. So we're just checking
Or
in
not
this week.
selling real estate.
Well, it depends on the day, right?
Yeah.
Day at a time. But Hannah is going to go over the current state of affairs in Salt Lake County in
Yep.
regards to real estate.
Salt Lake County has 2,285 active, 1,757 under contract, and in the last 14 days, 482 have sold.
In Salt Lake County.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that might not mean much until you tell us.
So the whole
next.
point of these stats, right, is to make sense of, not just throw numbers at you, but also tell you why these are important, why these matter in today's climate. Okay. So June of 21 last year, there were 1,845 closings. Okay. Last June, so just last month, we had 1,361. Okay. That is down by 484 closings,
Mm-hmm.
which is 25%. Okay, so closings for June
Yeah,
are down 25%.
and like nationally, I read recently that
Mhm.
June had the most cancellations of contracts since the start of the pandemic. So,
Wow, that's an interesting figure,
yeah.
and a lot of that we don't know exactly, but a lot of that were the rates,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't quote rates here, but they're going a little on a downward trend I hear. So
Rates and like just uncertainty, I think, like inflation in general.
yeah,
and,
that's right.
yeah, people.
Gas is pricey. You know, it costs me $1 to go across town.
Yeah.
$6.
Probably more than that.
I did $1. Yeah, that's true. I embellish. So to the point of active listings right now, we're up from last year at this time 150%. There's just so many more people, now wanting to
Listing?
sell their home. And what happened to these people last year?
Do you think it's like? Do you think that they're sensing something and they like want to cash out while they can?
I think that's part of it. I think part of it too is just the unknown of this market.
Yeah.
In all my years of experience, I've seen buyers markets, I've seen sellers markets, and I've seen relatively normal markets, but most of the time it's tipped in one or the other on favor. So, one of the conversations I'm having with a lot of sellers right now is, hey, I think we can still get X amount. I think we can still get the price you would have in February, March, or even April. And unfortunately, in most cases, no. And we're seeing more and more price drops. We're having more and more listing agents, when you're working with a buyer, say, how can we accommodate your buyer? We'll
Yeah.
pay some concessions.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like concessions offered.
Ton of concessions.
Yeah, pay down points for the buyer.
Pay down points. And that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Talk to your lender about that.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing we want to talk about is
Uh-oh.
uncertainty. Life is uncertain. One thing I get, Hannah gets, all of you get, is the power to choose the attitude and the actions I'll take. So if my attitude's in line, if I start my day positive thinking, reading, some exercise, my brain works better. I have more clarity to come from a place of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm not in that place of faith, all the uncertainty drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Right, it does it, and how could it not? Because you just go with the flow of life, and believe me, just going with the flow of life is a really hard place to be. So why does that matter in real estate? Because real estate's a day at a time. We don't know what sales are going to look like for July. Well, we do know that contracts are down, so July we kind of know.
Yeah.
But next quarter, first of next year, what's that going to look like? We don't know, but we can just work on our attitudes today and taking action,
Yeah.
and that's how we serve people.
And I would be wary of anyone who's telling you they know for certainty what
Yeah.
anything's gonna do.
Right.
I mean, at least I hope they're a lot smarter than I am if you're taking their advice.
They're probably full of it, but they'd also be very, very wealthy,
Yeah.
right? They can. Some people, I guess, have that ability
Yeah.
to predict things. But
For sure.
anything else you want to share?
Nope.
Okay, that's a wrap. Peace.